We are delighted to be joined on the phone by Chiapas FC and Mexican international goalkeeper Moisés Muñoz. Thank you so much for joining us, Moisés.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Hey Moisés, it's Gary Bailey here. When we watch La Liga and Serie A, we see a lot of good protection of goalkeepers from the referees. What's that like in Mexico? Do you get good protection there from the refs?
Well, most of the time, there's sometimes the referees take decisions that probably, in a matter of seconds, they seem to take the right one. But once you get to take a look at it in video, you see that most of the times they're mistaken. So they try to do their best. I mean, us players, we try to follow the rules and stick to them, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult when you know that you didn't do anything wrong, and they're penalizing that action that you did. Yesterday was one of them. I committed a penalty. I thought it wasn't a play that should be given a penalty kick, but I had to accept it. Fortunately, I was able to stop the penalty kick. So sometimes they're gonna be wrong, and you're just gonna have to accept it.
Moisés, Thomas Rongen here. 2013, to me, one of the best moments in Mexican football in the last 2 decades. You scored on a diving header to get Club America in Azteca against Cruz Azul to win the finals and also make that save that gets your team, as is in, the title.
Yeah, well, definitely that was one of the best game in my whole career, I believe so. It marked an era. There was a before and after that game for Moisés Muñoz, and definitely was one of the best I've ever played. And yeah, definitely the penalty kicks have a lot to do in winning championships. We've seen that many championships have been won that way, and against Cruz Azul, I was able to take a header that finished in the goal that led to the penalty kicks, and then I was able to stop the first one. They missed the second one, and fortunately, we won that championship.
Hey Moisés, Gary again. What's the difference between playing club football for you and internationals when you're playing against the likes of Honduras and Costa Rica and even the USA?
Well, it's really different. I mean, you're not representing a club or a city. You're representing your whole country, and that's something to be very proud about. And, well, Mexico is definitely one of the teams that has to be in every World Cup. So we have that obligation. We have that pressure over us to win every game, to qualify for the next World Championships. And definitely we're trying to do our best. I mean, it's getting harder every time because the level of competition here in CONCACAF is growing. And obviously teams like the U.S. team, Costa Rica, Honduras, they're growing in their soccer, and it's getting harder every time. But we have to do our best to qualify first on the next World Cup, and we're on the right track. Definitely, we're on the right track, and we have to keep in that track.
Moisés, last question here. I tried to sign you, by the way, in 2005 when you played for Morelia and you played in the Gold Cup as a starting goalkeeper for Mexico, but your price tag was crazy, so I couldn't sign you. Will you ever want to come to MLS?
Yeah, definitely. I would really love to play in MLS. I mean, that's one of the things that I want to do after I finish my contract here with Chiapas. I hope I get the chance to play in MLS. And yes, I remember those games, definitely. My debut with the national team, and then the Gold Cup in the United States. I played a couple of those. And I'm really proud to be playing with the national team. Every time I get the chance to play, even if it's a friendly match, it's definitely something to be proud of. So I'm looking forward to the next Confederations Cup. I hope to be there. And if I'm not there, definitely it's going to be the Gold Cup.
Moisés, best of luck for the rest of the season, and thank you so much for joining us on tonight's Extra.
No, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I hope to see you there in MLS next tournament. I'm really looking forward to that.
We are too, we do. And we hope to have him here on the Extra in person as well soon. That would be wonderful.